Estimating angles is important for two reasons. One, it's great if you're working on a project in your backyard to be able to get an estimate that helps you either plan or complete your project. But it's also helpful when you're working in math so that you can actually check to make sure your answers are reasonable. So to help us estimate, it's really helpful to just know some common angles. And we'll start with, ones you've seen before. So zero, I mean, obviously a 0 degree angle is just like a flat line with no turn, right? And then you've also got a 90 degree angle. So here's a 90 degree angle. My lines aren't perfect, but they're pretty close. So this would be a 90 degree angle. And that's a really helpful common referent. And if we were to cut that in half, you get another really helpful referent, which is the 45 degree angle. The 45 degree angle cuts a 90 degree angle in half. And then you also have the 180 degree angle, and I'll draw that with a 90 degree angle so again that you can use them to compare. So here's that 180 degree angle is all the way around. And so if you have an angle that's bigger than 90 but less than 180, that can help you again get in the ballpark. So let's estimate these two angles. We'll start by drawing our 90 degree referent. And so there's sort of our 90 degrees straight up from point B. And so between these lines, looks like it's getting really close to 90, but it's not quite there. So a reasonable estimate would probably be about 85 degrees. If you said 80 degrees, that would be totally reasonable too and acceptable. I think 70 is getting too low. And if you were to say 89 degrees, that's probably a little too high. If you use your protractor, you can see that 1 degree is really, really small. So it's definitely not going to be like 89 degrees. And then along the bottom, again, we'll do the same thing. Start by, you can either visualize this or you can sketch it out, whatever makes it easier for yourself. There's our 90 degree angle, and I'll also continue the line past so that we can see what a 180 degree angle would look like. So we're clearly bigger than 90, but we're not particularly close to 180. So a reasonable estimate might be 100 degrees or 110 degrees. I'll call it 110 degrees. And there's again a range of reasonable answers in there. 120 would be totally acceptable, uh, but it's got to probably be bigger than 100 degrees and less than like 140 degrees or so.